what's going on, guys? It's MaxMax24, and it's the end of June already. That's right, we are already in July. June just sort of flew on by. The entire year's just flying on by. But since it's the end of a month, it's time for me to do my Blu-ray slash video game slash pop figure haul. If you don't know, every month I do this haul video now where I show you all the movies and video games that I bought in that month, and this one is the month of June. Before we get into that, please don't drop a like, comment, subscribe, and all the fun stuff you tell you guys to do. Follow me on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I was on Twitter, sometimes on Facebook, barely on Instagram. Follow me on Facebook, subscribe to me here. And with that, let's talk about all of the movies and video games I bought. So the month of May was very lacking as far as purchases go. I really didn't make a lot of purchases, but I made up for it in June. So without further ado, let's start off with the movies. So first off, I picked up Nobody. What's Nobody? It's an action movie starring Bob Odenkirk, better known as Saul in Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad. This movie is written by the writers of John Wick, so it shares very similar elements and has a very similar look and feel to it. Bob Odenkirk plays a suburban dad who is also like an action man, you know, like a macho army ex-man. A whole backstory that they barely get into, but it's a really fun action movie to watch. It's very bloody, very gory, so if you're not a big fan of gore or blood, I'd recommend staying away. But if you're a fan of John Wick or a fan of action movies, then I highly recommend checking this one out. Next up, we have Godzilla vs. Kong. Now, what is this? This is the culmination of the MonsterVerse, which is 3 movies plus this one, so 4 movies in total. This is the culmination we've been waiting for, Godzilla fighting King Kong. Is it a great movie? No. Is it a fun movie? Hell yeah, alright? You pay to see a giant lizard fight a giant monkey. You get to see a giant lizard fight a giant monkey. A lot of dumb human characters, a lot of dumb plot elements, but a monkey punches a lizard in the face, so it makes up for it. Then I picked up Judas and the Black Messiah. What is Judas and the Black Messiah? This is one of the Best Picture nominees. It tells the story of the Black Panther Party, and it's a really well done movie. It did not win the Best Picture award. I think that went to Nomadland, but it was one of my frontrunners for the award. Sadly, it didn't make it. But this was such a great movie, such a great, based on a true story. You know, they took some liberties, just like every, based on a true story thing does. But I thought this movie was super well done. If you haven't checked this out, I'd highly recommend it. Then I picked up 21 Bridges. It's a Chadwick Boseman film. I've never seen it, but Chadwick Boseman was a great actor. I want to pick up all of his movies, and so I had to pick it up. All right, I've heard mixed reception on this one. I've heard Chadwick Boseman is great in it, and the story is just meh, but I'm excited to check it out. I'm excited to watch it. Then I picked up the classic that is E.T. This is my dad's favorite movie. It's a great movie, really well done. I absolutely love this film. If you don't know what E.T. is by now, I don't know what you're doing. Go watch E.T. Then I picked up First Man. First Man is the story of the first man on the moon, all right? That's simple as that. Came out a couple years ago. People liked it. There was some mixed reception on it, but for the most part, people did enjoy it. They enjoyed the story. I have not seen it, but I really want to. I like the whole space race story. I like everything about space and everything about that, so I'm really excited to check this one out. Then I picked up the Rocky movies. This is all the Rocky movies, not the Creed movies, just the Rocky movies. Rocky is a classic series of films, classic boxing story, classic story in general. It's Rocky. I don't know what more there is to say. If you haven't watched a Rocky film, go watch a Rocky film, all right? Then I picked up Ford vs. Ferrari. Ford vs. Ferrari was a Best Picture nominee a couple years ago, and it's about a Ford car racing a Ferrari, all right? Ford vs. Ferrari. It's good. It's a really good, well-done movie, all right? It's based on a true story. Matt Damon and Christian Bale do a great job in the roles. I enjoyed the movie. If you're not a big racing fan, I'm not a big racing fan either, but you have to at least appreciate racing to an extent, because it's a racing film, all right? So if you don't want to watch cars race around a track, then this one isn't for you. But if you enjoy seeing that, at least high-speed things like that, or true stories, then I'd recommend checking it out. Then I picked up 1517 to Paris. Was a cheap movie, all right? It was at Dollar General. I bought it. It's not a great movie. It's a Clint Eastwood movie, but it's not a great movie. So, Yeah. And then finally, as far as movies go, I picked up Get On Up. It's another Chadwick Boseman movie. He plays a musician. Haven't seen this one either, but it's Chadwick Boseman, so I had to pick it up. And I'm really excited to check it out. That was all the movies I picked up in the month of June. A lot more movies than I picked up in May. I think May I picked up like 1 or 2 movies. Picked up a lot more this month, but it helped since Prime Day was this month, alright? So I was able to buy a lot more movies. Now, let's get into the video games. And video games, I only picked up 2, unless we count the Steam sale, which I don't show off the digital one only, but I bought a lot more games on Steam. But as far as the physical as far as the physical games go, I picked up Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, which was absolutely a phenomenally done game. I absolutely love this game and my time in it. It looks great, it plays great. Ratchet & Clank is great. It's got a great story. Everything about this game is great. If you have a PlayStation 5, I'd recommend picking this up like right now. Just go buy it. And then I picked up Final Fantasy Remake Integrate, the Final Fantasy Remake for PS5. I have not played the Final Fantasy VII Remake. I never even played the original Final Fantasy VII, but it was on sale, and I was like, I want to play it, so I bought it. And that's the next game on my list after I finish Assassin's Creed Valhalla, because I got back into that game and I had to finish it. But after that, I will be playing Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate. And then we waiting for Final Fantasy VII like Remake Integrate Ultra or something, or they have a lot of titles at the end of the day, but yeah, I'm excited to play this one. Those are the 2 games that I picked up in the month of June, and now for the final piece of this whole video are the pop figures that I bought. And I bought Shang-Chi, or Shang-Chi, I think. He's the new Marvel hero. His movie's coming up by the end of this year. I picked him up because he was sitting there, and I'm like, I'm going to have to add him to my Marvel collection because he's a new Marvel hero. So I picked him up. He's out of the box. He's not an exclusive. He gets to be out of the box. And then I picked up the Winter Soldier. Look at him. This is the Falcon, the Winter Soldier. Look at him with that robot arm. I really wanted to find Falcon as Captain America, but I couldn't. So I found Winter Soldier instead. Pretty badass, though. And then I got Bran the Broken from Pop in a Box. If you watch my Pop in a Box unboxing, you know that I got him. There he is in all his glory on his little wheelchair thing. Beautiful. And then I got Ironheart, also from Pop in a Box. If you have seen that video, you know. Really nice pop figure, glow in the dark, and chase, and an exclusive. Alright, what more can you ask for? And then I got M from James Bond. I don't know where she is. I put her in storage somewhere. She's way packed away, so I can't really pull her out for this video. But yeah, that is all of the movies, video games, and pop figures I bought in the month of June. It was a lot more, there was a lot more purchases this month than there was last month, and maybe next month will be even more. We'll see, right? July is a whole different thing. I'm going on a road trip. Maybe I'll buy some things on that road trip, because that's a lot of stores in my future. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, as always, remember to drop a like, comment, subscribe to fans, and all the fun stuff us YouTubers tell you guys to do. Follow me on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I would most on Twitter, sometimes on Facebook, barely on Instagram. Follow me on Facebook, subscribe to me here. Let me know what you got. Let me know what you bought in the month of June. Let me know what movies you saw. Let me know what movies that I bought that you want to check out, or video games, or if you bought some cool pop figures. Let me know in the comments below. And I hope to see you in the next video.